Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I am coming to you from a pre recorded call that we are having in place of our meeting of the Healthy Minds that usually takes place Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. As you know, right now I am not in control of everything that happens, and there's a meeting that is happening that couldn't be moved on time. I'm just getting home from the doctor's follow up and continue to have to take things easy. So I'm taking one day at a time and dealing with the ramifications of recovery, right? But I'm grateful for all, and I'm thankful for all of your participation and your patience. I understand that a lot of you are interested in transitioning over into the Challenge Tracker app. Some of you want to stay in the group. Well, I'm going to be condensing groups, and as you know, we've been in communication. So by the end of this week, some groups will be closed, others will remain open as our accountability. So if you have not communicated with me or your coach, the person who invited you into this group, it is super important to keep the keys of communication open. Okay? As usual, I would like to start off by going over some of the announcements that we usually have during our Wednesday's calls. This Saturday, May 18th, we have our Women Empowerment. It's an annual event that happens during the month of May every year. So this is our third one, and it's happening in Long Island City. So if you've already purchased your tickets, please make sure that you look at the location. It has changed. We will be meeting up, and it will be an empowering event. You're going to come and learn about branding, about how to tell your story. You'll get to network and meet other people who, just like you, are looking for growth and looking for improvement, for confidence, for just being better than you were before in other areas. And it's hard to explain like what you're gonna get out of it because it all is very personal to each and every one of us. So I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, and if you haven't done so, to go ahead and check it out. You don't lose anything. If anything, you're just gonna gain. So that happens May 18th. I don't know if you know or you heard, but at this month of May, basically it's the last chance for anyone to get access to the real time 21 day fix or 21 day fix extreme. If you purchase anything like a challenge pack or a completion pack, from any other packages, you will get access to those two workouts. So let's say, for example, if somebody is interested in the 2B Mindset Kit, but they don't want to do the Ultimate Portion Fix containers, if they purchase the 2B Mindset with Shakeology or with Daily Sunshine or with Recover or with Performance Line, they get free the two workouts as a bonus. I think that's really fabulous. Same thing goes with somebody buys just the refresh package with Beachbody On Demand. They also get it has to be a bundle section, so they will also get access to the workouts, and they can work out for 30 minutes. I love the fact I did the 21 day fix original. I loved it. I'm hoping that I can get into the 21 day extreme when the doctor releases me, but I'm not there yet. Loving the way that people are referring back to it and saying how the routines are different, they're challenging, and every week it changes, as opposed to the original version, which every week it was the same program, you just repeated it in a CD form. So that is that. I wanted to give a shout out to Selenia Nunez and Mariana Calixto. You guys are rocking it. Remember last week we shared how it was, we were doing Succeed together. And if you invited somebody in, you would get a t-shirt. Well, Mariana Calixto is getting that t-shirt, and so is Selenia Nunez, because this is a domino effect. So Mariana invited Selenia. Selenia invited two other people, or three, I think it was. And now all of the two people who invited get a t-shirt as a reward for helping somebody else get started on their health and fitness goals. So this month isn't over. You still have an opportunity to do so. And All you have to do is share what the program, what the product is doing for you. And as Mickey says, don't be a holderbacker, because you never know what someone else is missing, and you may be the missing link to their freedom. So congratulations, ladies. This month we're focusing on recommit. It's the month of recommit, and we're basically focused on just recommitting, which is going back to our goals and just getting back on track. Whether we want to get better in our well-being, we want to just fulfill our dreams of just being our best version and showing up as such. If we want to improve not only our physical health, our relationship with others, and our spiritual health, like all of those are goals that I don't know if people understand. When you are able to fix one area of your life, it's gonna spill over into the others. And most of the time, the reason why we don't go after our dreams or we don't go after our goals is because we lack discipline. But when we focus or when we recommit to one area and we develop discipline in that area, it spills over into the others. Example, if you've never worked out in your life, you kind of have, it shows when you look at the mirror, you step on the scale, you're overweight, you're not happy with what you see. And all of a sudden, you start working on getting better. You start developing the discipline of showing up, even if in your feelings you don't want to. But you know that every day you show up, you're making progress. And the more that you show up, the more progress you start to see. It's become sort of like an automatic with you in your workout. Now you develop more energy, more clarity in your thoughts, and you decide like, wow, if I could do that there, that means I can do it also in my finances. I could start working in my finances even if I don't feel like it. I could start working on relationships that I've pushed to the side because it's hard to deal with people. I can start to focus on my nutrition because now I have the energy and the clarity to do so, or vice versa. So I'm just pinpointing one of those areas that may be helpful to you and to help you kind of brainstorm, where is it that I need to recommit? And as you know, a recommitment starts in our self-belief, in the way we show up for ourselves, because nobody really is going to come to your life and tell you, look, this is an area that I think you should work on, because usually, specifically, when people come to us and tell us that that's an area that we should work on, we take offense to it. So it's okay. I think it's good, because that's when we take personal ownership to our goals and we take responsibility to the choices. So the month of May, we're focused on what does it take to recommit to our goals. And as you know, I've been having a lot of conversations with many of you privately. And I get to reflect a lot because as your coach and mentor, on my end, I can see and pinpoint the problems, right? And sometimes it's hard for you to see that for yourself. But when we have this conversation back and forth, I'm able to identify that most of the issues we're having with recommitting or staying committed to our goals is a lack of belief. And our lack of belief is fogged because we're so filled with negative thoughts, and our negativity has become so real that we can't see outside of that. So I figured, why not do an exercise that has helped me in numerous amounts of time? And as a matter of fact, in my business, I'm actually doing this on a daily basis. And it has been helping me stay afloat and stay motivated and stay focused so that I can be consistent in the small daily activities that will produce results. So that exercise that I want to do, I'm going to share with you. You're going to need pen and paper. And it's going to basically be an exercise that is going to help you dump your negative belief system and replace them with a positive one. And instead of having you do that on your own, we're going to do it together. And I'm going to be here sharing with you during this time so that you can go ahead and actually do this exercise as I speak. So the first thing is you'll need to list 10 things that you don't like about your life right now. And it could also be 10 things that you don't like feeling right now. So sometimes I understand that our emotions are strong. And when we have emotions or feelings, they move into our actions. And that's where we get stuck most of the time. And we think it's just that things aren't working out for us, or we think that things are not meant for us, or this is not the right time, or this isn't it. But in reality, we're so inside of our own selves that we're in our own way. And we're in our own way with our own negative talk, with our own self-sabotage, with our own lack of self-belief, with our own lack of trust in ourselves and others. And it takes a truckload of work to build on the negativity. And then that same amount of work that it took for you to build on the negativity is going to take you to shovel your way out. So, do you have your paper? Do you have your pen? Because now you're going to go ahead and list. And I'm going to share with you my list. I wrote up to 6 things because I don't want to take over time. But I'm going to give you an example of 6 things that could be that I may not be liking right now, or that I may not be feeling like right now. Okay. And of course, I'm using them as examples to help you and guide you. So, for example, I don't like meal prepping. Immediately, that stops me from moving forward because in my head, I've already ingrained with myself, I would like to do this, but I don't like meal prepping. I'm in the journey. My other number 2 would be I feel disgusted when I look at myself in the mirror and I see all this flabby skin. I don't like what I see. I don't like that I want to work out, but I can't make myself do it every day like the calendar says. I feel lost. I feel overwhelmed. Number 5, I don't like veggies because they taste disgusting. I don't like feeling tired. So notice how I'm using the things that at this moment I don't like, or I don't like feeling in the moment. It could be like, another thing could be like when I was in my moment of making that decision, I felt disgusted when I would lay in bed and I would feel like my chichos on the side of the bed. I didn't like that. I didn't like being out of breath, going upstairs in second flights of my house. I also have to say that when I lost my first 38 pounds, my abdomen section was very wrinkly. It was very jiggly. It was very wobbly. And I didn't know that at the time, but when you lose a certain amount of weight in a short period of time, your skin is just elastic. Like it's gonna retract. So it's obviously gonna feel kind of fluffy. And it's gonna take time to kind of retract itself and pull back. For those of you who are moms, you know we have that extension in our abs, and it comes back in once we've worked out our abs, and sometimes it has to do with surgery. But serious flab, it takes time to work. And it's going to take a serious amount of like figuring out research on what foods cause you to have a tighter and a more firm skin. And it's going to take time and devotion into your workouts, specifically using weight resistance, so that you can firm those hard to get to areas. But again, we have to show ourselves some grace, some patience, and some time. And it comes with that, with time. So go ahead and make sure you write your 10 things of things you don't like in your life right now, or the things that you don't like, or how you don't like to feel at this moment. Now, if you use the sheet of paper, maybe you fold it in top or go to the bottom of it. Now let's convert that list that you created. Let's convert it into positive. Because here's the thing. You can't pour new water in old vases. So you're trying to change some old habits with old thinking, and it can't happen. You have to change your thoughts in order to see the new habits come into play. Because again, remember when we shared last week how we're in weight loss mode, or we're in melting mode, we're weight loss mode, melting mode, maintenance mode. When we're in that weight loss mode, which most of us are, is where most of the effort takes place. It's where most of the intentional work takes place. It's where more of the responsible choices happen. And that includes our emotions, our thought process, and what we believe about ourselves. So if you're sitting down to eat your vegetables and you're hating every minute of it, what's happening is you're attracting, or you're bringing back that energy of you're disgusted, you're not enjoying it. So you're not going to see results. And if you do see results, you're not going to be able to celebrate them because you're so focused on the negative that you hate veggies. You don't want to meal prep. You just don't have the time. So if you turn that around and you focus on bringing in the positive, you're going to break the internal conflict. Because I don't know about you, but when there's conflict in our lives, there's a lot of work happening. And you feel just tired and exhausted, and you didn't lift a finger. But it was because you were working so hard in your energy level in that conflict that you worked your way up. So, how do we turn I don't like meal prepping into a positive? Well, we use affirmations. Affirmations are things that use positive words. So what I like to do is I like to use words like, I love knowing. It feels good to know that. The more I know, the better I get. One day at a time. I just need one more day. Or I'm going to take some days, I'm like, I'm going to live today happy every hour of my day. I have the choice I can make every hour of the day. I'm in the process. I give permission to myself to be in the process, and that's okay. Nobody is rushing me. I'm going at my pace, and that is okay. I love seeing, I love feeling, I love tasting. Like, there are times in my life when I don't know the vegetable. For example, Brussels sprouts don't happen to be one of my favorite vegetables. But I love to eat Brussels sprouts if and when they have bacon inside. I don't like Brussels sprouts, but I enjoy bacon. So if I make my Brussels sprouts with bacon, I'm going to enjoy it. I love the citrus feeling of vinegar. I enjoy my salads when I make them with apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and salt. The more I say that out loud, it may sound crazy to you, but my subconscious is listening and my negativity is going out the door. Because now I'm hearing myself speak and I'm like, it's true. I do enjoy this. I am blessed to be able to sit at the dinner table with my family and have them eat the foods they love while I enjoy a satisfying salad. I have no doubt that when they get older, they're going to be inspired by what they saw me do when they were younger. Immediately, you're going to want to eat that salad and chomp it down. So, I don't like meal prepping, as a positive affirmation turns to, I love knowing that I have everything I need to help me to prepare the meals my body needs. Or it could even be simpler. I love knowing that I don't have to be perfect to prepare the meals my body needs. The negative, I feel disgusted when I look at my flabby body. The positive, every day my body gets stronger, slimmer, and healthier. I look at my body, I forgive myself for making my body change overnight when I have mistreated it for so long. I love my body so much, I am offering grace so that it can show up for me. Or I'm caring for my temple so that one day it can care for me. Number 3, I don't like that I want to work out, but I can't make myself show up. It feels good to be healthy and radiant. I show up to my workouts because I care. Number 4, I feel lost and overwhelmed. Because let's be honest, a lot of us feel like it's too much information. I don't know where to start. I want to start eating healthy. I need to change my mindset. I need to start working out. I need to develop my time schedule. I need to show up. I need to find the time to put into the group. I need to. And we stay in the I need to. We never decide on which is the one I need to actually get done. So, I'm in the process of learning one day at a time. I am. So I am in control. The world could decide that I need to do it all together at once. But I am in control and I'm in the process of doing this one day at a time. I don't like veggies because they taste disgusting. It's almost like I don't like meal prepping, but I love discovering foods that are good to me. I truly do. And I think that's one of the things that has helped me stay the course and show up every single day, because I make it my goal, I make it my job to investigate, to be a researcher, to explore, to be adventurous whenever it comes to foods that when I look up the benefits, they're good for me. So I make myself eat it. I didn't know that I was going to like cottage cheese, but I heard and I read that for people with degenerative disc disease, cottage cheese was very good for them. Sorry. Okay. Cottage cheese is very good for them. So I make an effort to eat cottage cheese with balsamic vinegar, with tomatoes and basil, and a slice of bread. Or I'll have cottage cheese with pineapple. And that's a great option. Number 6, I don't like feeling tired. Every morning I wake up fully energized and ready to face the day. And I'll even go further. When you're setting up the alarm clock at night, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta go to sleep because I'm gonna be so tired in the morning. Change that. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm gonna have a rested night, and I'm gonna wake up fully energized. Because if you go to sleep thinking that you're gonna wake up tired, you're going to be tired. If you feel exhausted and you're constantly moaning and groaning that I'm so tired, I'm so tired, I can't wait to sleep, that's exactly what you're gonna feel. Because everything it starts up here, and then it manifests itself outside of our body. So these are good things for us to take into consideration and to reflect, because you can invest all the money in the world in extravagant programs and all of the type of nutritions, get certified, figure out how many coaches you're going to pay, you're going to hire a chef, you're going to, all of that. But until you yourself are not in control of your thoughts and of the words that come out of your mouth, you're not really going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because you actually are going to live in the house you built. And if you're constantly saying that, that's what you're going to live for. So I want you to be honest with yourself as you do this exercise. It shouldn't take you long. Go ahead. Okay. It should just take you a few minutes to make a list of 10 things you don't like, and 10 things you don't like, or 10 things you don't like feeling. Okay? And then go ahead and turn those into positives. And choose to read them every day. And you'll see that little by little, you're getting outside of your own way, and you're actually going to make progress. And you don't have to be stubborn. You can actually follow the directions that the programs that you are following, whether your program is To Be Mindset as a nutrition program, or your program is the Ultimate Portion Fix program. Both of those programs have a tracking system. Choose to be a student and track your meals, track your emotions, track your progress, because it's going to give you your blueprint, and you're never going to have to guess another day in your life. Your answers are going to be in front of you, and then you're going to be the master of your own life, and you're not going to be nobody's puppet. You're going to be your own master. Imagine how good that feels. I celebrate at the thought of the day I get to be in control of myself 100%. And I look forward to celebrating that with you. So if you're so inclined, feel free to comment in the comment section below and let us know how and when you finished your assignment and how did it go. Sounds like a deal? Alrighty. So talk to you soon, and we will see each other next Wednesday. Bye-bye.